Hello, Anna Naglo recording here from Addis Ababa, Ethiopia. Yesterday I took off with a friend of mine. We went for a whole day trip with a group of women. It's called the Women's International Club of Addis Ababa. We went for a shirshir, as we say here in Addis Ababa. That means you take off for a little execution or for a little, can be picnic or camping or whatever. You just take off. You know, in the States, you normally say you take off for a sneak or something. Anyway, no matter. We went to some different places that this women's club want to acknowledge and also sort of lift forward and show appreciation. The first one was a herbal garden where they grow all kinds of plants and herbs and also aloe vera. This magical plant that is so fantastic for healing burns and wounds and things. So after that, we went and had lunch at a brewery, and we went on to a mushroom factory where they actually cultivate mushrooms. And so the last stop was a nunnery. Actually, it's an orphanage run by nuns. And this was fantastic. It was such an experience because all the children I met seemed to be so harmonious. They smiled, there was laughter, there was tenderness between the nuns and the children, and they showed us around. Every nun was taking care of 6 children, and she was sort of in charge of them and slept in the room next to them. And then they also had a farm with plants. They were cultivating beans, and they were gonna grow tomatoes now and apples and oranges, and then they had some cows. I think they had 15 cows. Anyway, I was so inspired by this, and I just felt this is a place where I'm gonna let some of my income go. These small projects, local ones that function well, this is the thing that's gonna bring the country develop. And since I have my heart here in Addis Ababa, although I live in Sweden, I just I was really nourished by this. So what about you? Do you have some kind of project or some thing in your environment that you want to support? And can this be a reason for you to earn some extra money? Well, think about it. Bye. Hello, Anna Naglo recording here from Addis Ababa, Ethiopia. Today's topic is this thing with resistance towards success. I read a study, I don't remember exactly in which country it was made, either it was in Sweden or it was in the States. Anyway, what they discovered was that female students at university or college usually put themselves, and I mean, they actually did produce less results than they were capable of. Most of them did, and some of them put themselves way, way below the standard or the capacity that they have. So, why do people do this? Why do people produce less than they are capable of? There might be one crucial point in this. When you succeed, people will expect the same of you, the same amount of work. So, what if you don't want this pressure from the environment or maybe from yourself? If you can produce one result once, then you should at least produce the same result the next time. But what about if you don't? And here we go with this little part of our personality that might be resembling the little child. The child goes away when something is too heavy. And maybe this would also be feeling ashamed of not performing as much as you can. I have this thing myself. I know I am afraid of success because I'm so used to fail in projects where I put a lot of money. Once I went into this company and I did believe in it, and I lost like, well, it was like $50,000, and that was a lot to me. And also I lost in other projects. So I don't have very much faith in myself when it comes to sort of running projects or putting money into stock market or things like that, because I haven't succeeded. And then there is also this thing with high pressure, high demands on yourself. So maybe it's worth a little while to look upon your own thoughts about success. Is it only pleasure, or is there some little obstacle? Bye.